Welcome, everyone, to beautiful Annapolis, Maryland. And on the picturesque Naval Academy, these folks have come together in support of the midshipmen today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the third-ranked team, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulls will kick this away to get us going here. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. The big fullback's got it here. Fighting off the defender. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
You give it to the big fullback here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play, and now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. The first down pickup tackle at the 45.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Looking to chuck it again. Looks to the left, pass caught. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
He'll ride the back again here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
In their own territory, coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Dropping back, it's Brown. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, South Florida. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point is up and good.
7-0.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And your Navy midshipmen will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Looks like Navy will have the 1st down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. And that's good for a 1st down near the 40.
Watching this guy run makes me think the famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile,
This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll use the ground game here. Second effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
Just exactly what you'd expect to see from Navy. Tough, physical running, and a first down to keep those sticks moving.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 7, Navy 0.
Okay, ready?
Empty set now, 5 wide.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly, Yankee blue, Yankee blue.
Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on 3rd down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Receiver in motion now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 now.
Flip it, in blue, Lion.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Spider. Can.
They'll feed the back again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll run it to the left. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now the offense has reached the red zone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gaucho. Ready.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 40. Inside the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bulls.
USF.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score South Florida 14, Navy 0.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the first down in the process.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down.
Tuna.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Midshipman.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. USF offense is back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass. It's Brown. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Bulls begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion, and they do it for a second time. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Navy.
The Bulls will send their punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Back out onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Back to pass. It's Brown. Short pass finds the tight end. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Bulls will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's reeled in. It's right. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Would he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, USF. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
21, Navy 7.
Returner choosing to field this one. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And your Navy midshipmen will take over 1st and 10.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half.
3:25.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. field. Back to pass. It's Brown. Looking for a deep completion. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, South Florida.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Florida, 28, Navy, 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Moving right through the contacts. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
Take over, 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. They feed the fullback this time. Power and great past the defender. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Chapman. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
On the set.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down.
Easy.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right
On
there.
the double.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got the 1st down and more. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
As a design quarterback keeper. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Navy is lined up quickly here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Game moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal.
Let's go.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great 1st step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. this one will be fair caught. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Fights off a defender. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Brown. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Scanning the field, it's Brown. He breaks free. He's escaping the pocket now. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Dump off caught by the running back. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Escapes the sack. Finding space at the 20. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
With the score, South Florida 28, Navy 14.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3?
42.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Navy is lined up quickly here.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Quick throw to the left. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's hit as he throws it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after them.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40 and moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Yeah, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it second down and forever. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
Jackrabbit. Timber. Arrow.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He eludes the rush. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Okay. Offense moving to a bunch formation. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's Brown. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. The Bulls looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion sets up a second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Eccles. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The Bulls hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the defense wraps him up.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
35, Navy 14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. The offense comes back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
On third down, he drops to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat.
And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Brown. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Bulls looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.